Hi, this is reflection for video number 5. It's of an intermediate level class. They're a writing class. There's only 6 students today. A number of students are heading away with the Christmas break coming up. Apologies again, it's a 2-hour lesson and I've videoed for far too long, so we've cut into the warmer and there's no free practice at the end, although there's you can see snippets of introducing it during the session, during the lesson. So what went well? I think the warmer went well. It engaged the students. They fed in their experiences, which the whole class enjoyed. And brought in vocabulary that they knew in terms of accommodation. I think in one of the target vocabulary was chalet, and I had a French student, and bringing in her pronunciation with the word, because it's a French word, before the English pronunciation was successful, and the students enjoyed that. Another thing that was successful was the freer practice, and as I say, unfortunately, that's not on there. Students worked in groups of 3. It was quite rowdy, but it was lots of fun. You'll see during the video, you can I've got the target language that they're holding up to their head, and there's 2 students that are describing. So it was great for me to hear, yes, they understood through the description of the words, and again hearing the pronunciation from the student that was guessing the words, so that was positive. Yeah, obviously through their writing results, it was pretty clear that they understood the target language the way they used it, and 4 of the 6 students chose to complain about an actual experience they had, which to me shows a little bit of confidence, rather than sitting with the structure. What I would change if I did this again, the presentation stage just felt too long, particularly as I watch it again, because I was listing the type of accommodation, and then I needed the target language for the example complaint letter to make sense. My focus also when eliciting the vocabulary is too much on the stress of the vocabulary to assist in the pronunciation, which unfortunately overshadows my CCQs, which I thought I'd done okay in, but looking back on it, it's not the same. Yeah, appreciate the feedback. The links were really helpful, and I had written notes, and I had a separate page of CCQs. I now look at the video and I see numerous amounts of opportunities. Things like compensation was elicited from one student, and there was a perfect example there for me to throw in some CCQs to check that the other students understood, and I just don't. I focus on the stress of the word and the pronunciation of it over ensuring that they understand. And inconvenience was another word that I'm checking the question that all the students have heard of this before, which is not helpful at all, rather than looking at CCQs to ensure their understanding. It didn't help either that my handwritten page of CCQs is sitting on my desk, and this part of the lesson I'm actually sitting in front of the desk, so I need to go back to scratch as to how that can be helpful and work with me regardless of where I am in the class. The instructions, I think they come across as clear. I've written them on their handout. There's a writing structure on their handout. I even give sentence structures on the board. But I'm still, again, here, not checking in with the students to make sure they understand. I do go around one-on-one and visually checking that they're on the right track, which is why I started the structured sentence starters on the board. But I know if I'm bringing my CCQs in at the instruction stage, I might be able to elicit all of that. Another feedback from you in a previous video was to do with the reading, and that was really helpful today. I had the students read the letter or share the reading in the class, and yeah, that was great. I think they were all happy to do so, and it was great for me again to hear the pronunciation of the target language and get more of an understanding of where their reading and their pronunciation is at. Okay, thank you.